Hi everyone. So this is just a quick health success story, personal to me, and how I manifested better dental health through Affirm. So my dentist had been telling me over the few years that I literally have the worst gums that he has ever seen for my age, and these were his words. And he also said that people that have come to him that hardly ever brush their teeth have better gums than me, and that's how bad they were. So I went to a gum specialist. He had referred me to a gum specialist a couple of years ago, before COVID actually, and I went there, and afterwards obviously I'd been to the dentist again, and there wasn't really that much improvement, but they obviously were not as bad. However, I didn't go back to the gum specialist, and recently I had an appointment with my dentist. So I knew I had this appointment because I have appointments with my dentist every 6 months, and for some reason I just decided, you know what, I'm actually going to affirm for my gums to be better. And I didn't do this all day every day. I didn't visualize either. All I did was when I brushed my teeth, I said that my gums were improving, and I actually had a sentence that in my head of the dentist saying to me that yes, your gums are improving. Or looking at my gums, I just had this idea. It wasn't even a visual. It was just more of an idea of him looking at my gums and telling me that my gums are improving. And so I affirm this every time that I brush my teeth. As I say, it was just twice a day, didn't even think about it any other time of the day. I know that when we have bigger desires and stuff like that, we may think of them more, but this is where our mental diet comes in. This is where we redirect our thoughts. But however, I just affirmed when I was brushing my teeth. I affirm that my gums are healthy, and then I would hear the dentist saying, yes, your gums are improving. And so I went to the dentist, and first thing he starts doing when I go in is actually asking me about whether I went up to the gum specialist. I hadn't been to the gum specialist because it's a bit out of reach where I live, and the last time I was there was before COVID, so it's a couple of years ago, and I just didn't really think that I needed to go up, but obviously my dentist thought that I did. But however, he was saying that I need to be going up, and he was going on about this before he even looked at my gums. And so but in my head, I was thinking this is going to be a different story when I get on the chair, because I've been affirming. And I got on the chair, and he was looking at my gums, and like for the first time, there was no blood on my gums, because every time he would put the little thing in between my gaps and that, there would be little bits of blood. I know this is gross, but I just want to share it because it changed just through my affirming, no visualizing, no scripting, no nothing, just affirming your thoughts. And so yeah, so it changed. And then as he was looking at them, he said the exact words that I was thinking that he was going to say. He said, your gums are improving. And I was just delighted, also as well too, delighted for my health, because I really didn't want to have my gums to be so bad. But I was also so delighted because I had been affirming this exact thing, and this is what he reflected back to me. And so I also decided in my mind as well too that this is what was going to happen. I didn't really so much decide with feeling, because I don't think our feelings really do matter that much when we're manifesting. But I just kind of, it was like getting into this kind of knowing this is the way that's going to be. This is the way that's going to be, and that's it. And so this is what we're doing when we are manifesting for our particular desires. And I just wanted to share it from a little health success story, because I know, look, we're manifesting money and other desires and things like that in our life. But however, we have to remember as well too, our health is just important. And for me, this was so important because he has been telling me this for a few years, and just never even occurred to me to affirm for it only recently, because I've really only gotten dive deeper into conscious manifesting over the past couple of years. And so this is what I did then. I affirmed, didn't visualize, as I say, just had the idea, this kind of knowing, just decided that this is exactly what he was going to say to me, that my gums are improving and getting better. And so that's what he said. I didn't even do anything different. He was always telling me to use the TP brushes as well too. Didn't even do that. And I was literally just doing the exact routine that I did. I do floss when I brush my teeth, only once in the evening, but I never use the TP brushes because I just never think of it. And he's always telling me to do that, and I didn't do that either. And so I literally just affirmed that this is what he was going to say to me, and that's what he said to me. And so I was delighted. So this is what we're doing when we're manifesting for our desires. No desire is too big, everything is the same. And if it's important to you, just like this was really important to me, you will continue with your affirming and your persisting. And understand as well too, you don't have to be affirming 24/7, because I just did this when I was brushing my teeth. Granted, I did have a few weeks before I had the appointment, so I was doing this over a period of a few weeks, and then when I went for the appointment, this is what happened. So I was delighted. But however, there is no time limits on our desires either. All we have to do is just affirm and persist, and get into that idea of knowing, like, just know that this is what's going to be reflected back to you in your reality as well too. So thank you for listening, and I will chat to you soon.